Hello YouTube, this is Morgan Airspeed Prime here, site super moderator for Avatar The Last Airbender Online.com and main host of the Avatar Online podcast. I'm here today to present to you a big event that we're doing on that site, and that is the Korra Book 2 Spirits Awards. Now, if any of you have been on the site somewhat, if you've been monitoring the site for the past 15 months or so, you will probably have known about the Book 1 Air Awards that we did for Book 1 of Korra, and they were a huge success on the site. One of the best of big event things we've ever done, just in terms of the number of people who voted in the awards, and it was a huge success for the first time really doing something like that. We're doing it for Book 2 Spirits. Obviously, because of the day I'm recording this, you know that this is Korra finale day on TV. This is the day when Darkness Falls and Light in the Dark air on TV, so awards are also going up on this day. For any of you who don't know how they work, basically it's all about the post that is linked in the description. It's the first thing you see in the description below. Just click into that. All the details are there, but I will explain it here too. That's just it's going to be on the site. You're going to have to vote on the site. You don't have to be a member. You can just sign post as a guest to vote. I'm just going to explain that now. Basically what happens is that it's award post has gone up just today, which means that there are 2 weeks to vote. So the voting will end December 6th, and after that, I'll count up all the votes, and the results will come out in a podcast, the Avatar Online podcast. We'll do a special award show where we go through all of the different categories and basically talk about what each of us voted for, as well as announce what the winner of that award was. Now, how do you vote? That's the key thing here. You'll see in the post that there are a list of 28 awards. Copy and paste that list into the comment section of the site below. And if you're a member, you don't need to do anything. If you're signed in, you just paste it in, type in what you want to vote for, and hit reply. If you're not a member, all you have to do is type in some sort of a name, username, an email address, and a comment, and then do the same thing. Copy and paste the list of awards, and then type in your answers for all those awards after that, and then just hit reply. If this is your first time posting on the site, it will have to be approved, and obviously since I'm one of the administrators there, I'll just do that straight away. I'll check multiple times throughout the day. Your vote will be counted even if your post doesn't immediately show up on the site straight away, so don't worry about that. But yeah, that's basically it. There are a few rules. I'm going to talk about each of the 28 awards briefly and just mention the specifics, some specifics about what I'm looking for, what I want in terms of a vote, because I'm going to be the one correcting them, compiling together the winners and stuff like that. So just so it's kind of clear, so I know what I'm marking. But yep, I'm pretty sure that's most of the details. In terms of rules, really the only rule is vote once, just one post, with your votes. Don't vote for in all these categories twice. You can change your vote if you want, once it's within the 2 week that voting is open. Just reply to your own comment with what you want to change to. Just for me and ease of actually doing this, I would definitely recommend trying to get it right first time. That's why the voting's open for 2 weeks and not just a couple of days. I'm kind of expecting people to go back, rewatch the series, and kind of realize okay, I want to vote for this, and this, and stuff like that. That's why it's open so long. The key point: you don't need to explain why you voted for a certain thing. So in the best character category, all you need to say is the name of the character that you're voting for. And now, really, all that's left is just the specifics on each of these awards. So let's start from the top. The first one, as I mentioned, is Best Main Character. Now, this is one of the only awards where we specified what you can vote for, just so some minor character doesn't win Best Main Character, which doesn't make any sense. So the characters up for best main character are Korra, Korra, Bolin, Mako, Tenzin, Unalaq, Wan, Rava, and Vatu. Sorry, I'm just trying to see this. But yeah, I think that's it. And we had a big debate over who to include, who not to include. The main ones would be Wan, Rava, and Vatu. We included those because beginnings, they basically got 2 episodes to themselves, and I think that's enough to warrant them as main characters. Best supporting character is the next one, and what we define this as is a character who was in the show enough not to be considered a minor character, but not quite main enough of a character to be considered part of the main character category. We put Asami, Varric, Eska, Desna, Lin, Tonrak, Raiko, Jinora, Kaya, and Bumi up for this award. So just whoever you want there. Best minor character, and this is just any other character. These are the characters who were only really in a couple of scenes. These are your Shiro Shinobis, Korra's mother Senna, and characters like that. Best spirit is the next one. This is one of the new awards that we replaced best technology with. So basically just who's your favourite spirit character. This obviously does include Rava and Vatu as well. The only rule for this one is don't answer with one of the past avatars. We're not including those as part of this. It has to be an actual spirit. So if you want to vote for an avatar, vote for Rava or Vatu, Dark Light avatar. And obviously the other ones are up for the award as well. Your Carrot Guy, Radish Spirits, Wan Shi Tong, those type of characters. Best character development is the next one. This is different from best character in that the best character ones are more of a kind of popularity contest. Who's your favorite character? Best character development is more of a kind of really think about it. Who had, in your opinion, had the best development? The best way to explain this would be that for the Book 1 awards, Korra won both best main character and best character development. The key though was who came in second place in those ones. Lin was second place in best main character because people really like her, but she wasn't really in the running for winning best character development, so she wasn't there. So that's the best way to explain that. Next up is best quote. The key with this one is just say who said your quote. Quote the quote as accurately as possible. Say who said it, and I'm knowledgeable enough about the show that I'll probably recognise what the quote is. That's the key thing, just say who said it. Next up, best location. Now, for this one, basically just explain where the location is. Make it very clear as to what location you're talking about. If you're talking about the area that's where the 2 spirit portals are in the spirit world, say it's the basically area where harmonic convergence happens, basically. And there's also other ones, it's not just spirit world stuff. You could say Southern Water Tribe, Northern Water Tribe, but just specify the area as clear as possible. Next up, best animal. This is basically, I suppose the debate here is is it best animal characterization or best new animal? That's up to you. Like, do you prefer the fact that Naga, Pabu, got some character development a little bit, or one of the new characters? It's just, as it says, best animal. Best episode. This is one of the bigger ones. Simple. You just type out what your best favorite episode was. The only thing I'll specify here is that there's a lot of 2-part episodes this time around. There's Civil Wars Part 1 and Part 2, Beginnings Part 1 and Part 2, and so on. Specify one part for the award. Don't just say Civil Wars. Say Civil Wars Part 2 if that's your favorite episode. Because I don't know who to give your vote to if you say just Civil Wars or just Beginnings. So remember, there are 14 episodes, not like 11 or whatever. Next up is the kind of combination of these moments one. There's there's funniest moment, which, obviously is as you say, the moment you found to be the most funny. And for all of these moment ones, just describe what the moment is. Make it clear to me what the moment you're talking about is, just so I know, like, if you want to specify what episode it's in, the character involved, and a little bit about what happens, just make it clear. Most emotional moments, same thing. Most shocking moment, same thing. Just the difference between those two, obviously, is that shocking moment is more of a moment that just came out of nowhere, like, whoa, what just happened? And the emotional one is just like, kind of what happened. Most epic moment, this is just the one that you kind of had you fist pumping, yes. Again, just describe it in detail. Weirdest, most random moment, basically the Avatar The Last Airbender awards that we did. The most random moment was Cactus Juice, Friendly Mushroom, that whole scene with Sokka. That's the idea with this award, so just say what that is. Best shipping and romantic moment. So there you go, just best moment involving romance. Best fight. Now this is one where you specify the characters involved in the fight, what episode it happened in, and maybe what episode it was in as well. Next up, best Avatar The Last Airbender reference. With this one, there's a lot of Avatar The Last Airbender references in the show. Just state what your favourite one was. Was it, getting to see one of like the past avatars again? Was it getting to see Aang again? Was it getting to see Wan Shi Tong again? Iroh again? Or another little reference that you had there, something like that. That's the main thing. Or like really kind of obscure one that like where Wan died is referencing where Zuko walked through in the episode Zuko Alone. Something like that. It's just a reference. A really cool one. Next 5 I'm going to group together. Best airbending moment, best earthbending moment, best waterbending moment, best firebending moment, and best non-bender fighting moment. These are just all kind of grouped together, the best moment of fighting basically. And again, just describe what you thought the best moment where a character used firebending was and stuff like that. Make it clear what it is. And best non-bender fighting moment obviously is the best. I suppose this is more of a best hand-to-hand combat moment, but I suppose it's more for like if Asami was in a fight scene, Bumi in a fight scene, what was the best use of that you saw. The next 2 are simple: most attractive male character, most attractive female character. Just vote for 2, who are your favourites, and please obviously vote for both of them. Best voice actor, as it says, just character you thought had the best voice, was voiced the best. Say the name of the voice actor and what character they're voicing, or if you don't know the name of the voice actor, just say the name of the character and I'll probably know who it was. Best music piece. The key here is that we don't really have names of most of the music pieces, so again, just describe the scene that it happened in and I'll kind of work from there to kind of piece it together. Last 2 are the ones that probably require the most explanation on your part if you're voting. They are the most disappointing thing about Book 2 and most surprising part of Book 2. These are not disappointing and surprising moments, but aspects. So if you say your most disappointing thing was the fact that Korra and Mako broke up, that's not really a correct answer. If you want to say something along those lines, what you'd say the most disappointing thing about Book 2 was the way that the book handled a lot of the romance and stuff like that. It's more of a kind of general thing, what aspect of the book you didn't like, you were disappointed with, and then the surprised one is more like surprisingly good. What was the most kind of surprisingly good part of the book, and something like how interesting the new characters were, or something like that. So they're the 28 awards that you can vote for. As I said, link to the post where you can vote is in the description below. Anyone's eligible to vote, whether you're a member on the site or not. You don't have to sign up. You can vote as just like a guest. And as I said, 2 weeks from today is the deadline. Get your votes in, and then the results will come out on a podcast 2 days after that, so December 8th. So look out for that. So I'm really looking forward to see how these awards go. It's a really kind of, even though it takes a lot of time to correct the awards, it's always a fun thing to organise and see how it works out in the end. So let me know if you have any questions about the awards or something like that. But that's all I really have to say. So thanks for watching this video, and bye.